Howdy, howdy. If you just watched the Superman movie and you want to see more of Superman in comic form, I've got 3 recommendations for you, all complete stories. No waiting month to month for new issues, no digging through back bins of single issues or digging through garage sales. These are all books that you can get right now. I'm going to tell you where you can get them, why you should read them, what makes them great Superman stories. And if you enjoyed the Superman movie, you're going to enjoy these books even more. Let's start off with number 1, All-Star Superman. Now, I'm recommending this one first because number 1, it's the most affordable. This is what's called a DC compact comic. And what this is a series of some of DC's best-selling, or the ones that they wish they were the best-selling, because they're not all the best stories, in my opinion. But mostly the best-selling, best illustrated, best praised DC series. And now I recommend this one the most after watching Superman. Number 1, because it's the most affordable. It's $10 in the US. And number 2, you can actually find these at most bookstores like Barnes & Noble if you have one near you. I've also seen, not this specific one, but I've seen some of these DC compact comics at Target. So you can probably get them online there. But the reason why I recommend this one after the movie is because a lot of the movie, the way the characters are, is kind of how they are in this book. So if you enjoy that version of Superman and that version of Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, you'll find that they're the most similar in this book, so you can easily jump in here. This is a great jumping on point. Also, the art is done by Frank Quietly, so you can kind of see what the interior looks like here. This is a great art style. And so if you like this style, I highly recommend that you check out Frank's work with Mark Miller on some of their independent stuff at Dark Horse, because it is really beautiful done. Now, if you go inside here, the art is well done. This is a great jumping on point. And it really is a complete story. So you get a complete story without having to dig up single issues. You can if you want, I guess, but you get the complete story. And this is just a simple read, and it's $10. And it's not a big, it's normal novel size, so you can take it anywhere you want to go. And like I said, I mean, really, it's a complete story for $10. I mean, when it came out, you would have had to have spent probably $60, $80 if you want to go buy the trades. They're going to be bigger, and you're going to spend the same amount of money. So this is just a really good thing from DC called the DC Compact Comic. So All-Star Superman is recommendation number 1 because it's the easiest to find, and it is the most similar to the movie, and it's very affordable. Okay, the next one is a little bit of a curveball. This is a newer series that was started last year and it finished this year, but it is beautifully written, and they just came out with the hardcover. This is The Last Days of Lex Luthor, and I enjoyed this one because this really digs into the so-called Big Blue identity of Superman, in that he is not one to ever give up on you, and he's one to always save someone even when they don't deserve it. It really highlights Superman's sacrificialness. Now, if you go, you can probably find the singles. You're going to have to go to your local comic book shop, because I don't think you're going to find this one on shelves at Target or Barnes & Noble. But you may, at Barnes & Noble, you may find the trade. The trade is basically these 3 single issues combined into one book. Of course, I have the singles, but you can get the hardcover. It is beautifully drawn by Brian Hitch, which is just, I mean, look at that. That looks so good. And basically in this one, Lex Luthor comes down with, for lack of a better word, super cancer, and he knows that Superman will do whatever he can to help him live. And so Lex Luthor, of course, I'm not going to spoil it, but he gets Superman on board to save him in a way that only Lex Luthor can. And you just look at this art, and it's amazing. It's also large format. So this is going to be a little bit more expensive when you buy the hardcover that has all the issues, but it is gorgeous. And just really highlights how compassionate Superman is. And even though everyone tells him, look, Lex is not a man that deserves to live. He doesn't deserve your sacrifice in how you are trying to save him from this ailment or this illness. And it's also Black Label, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Black Label. There's Black Label and there's Elseworld. Black Label means it's not a part of the main continuity. You don't have to read the other books. This really stands in a universe all on its own. And so this is a great book. If you really enjoy the, Boy Scoutness of Superman, just how good of a person he is and how far can you take that good of a person, is really good. And also, if you enjoyed Lex Luthor or Lex Luthor in the movie, he's a secondary character in this book. And he's not, he's not your typical antagonist where he's going to battle brawn versus brawn, strength versus strength. I mean, it really is Luthor's mind again against Superman's spirit in this one. So really good book, and you can find that there. And then this one is brand new. This came out like just a couple weeks ago, but holy cow, I super enjoyed it. Now this one, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to go to your local comic shop. You may also find it on Amazon. I'll check Amazon for links to these books and I'll put them in the description if I find them. This is Superman Treasury 2025, and Treasuries are giant sized books. They're larger than magazine format. Now this one's gonna be a complete story. This is all you need here, and it is $15, so it is gonna be a little bit more expensive, but this story, again, if you really enjoyed the movie, I like this actually more than the movie. Beautifully drawn and illustrated, a wonderful story here. Features some additional Justice League characters, not Justice Gang, but Justice League. So you get some Batman, you get some Superman, obviously. You get some, there's the Batmobile. You get some other of the Justice League characters. There's a splash page in here I want to show you. Let me go find it real quick. You can see a little bit of the art in here. All right, so here it is right here. And this doesn't spoil anything, but you get a great, what's called splash page. That means it goes across 2 pages. And this book is so big, I can't even, my phone is zoomed out 0.5 times, and I still have a hard time getting it all in there. But I really enjoyed this way more than the movie. But of course, I'm a comic guy. You get some great Lex Luthor action. So Superman Treasury 2025 is another great book to read after you watch the movie. So I appreciate you guys watching. I do comic videos, comic reviews on Fridays, most Fridays. But if you have any other questions or want to see me review other books, let me know in the comments below. If you've read any of these books, let me know in the comments below. And I'll also warn you, that's not a Superman book, I just accidentally grabbed that. I also want to warn you, you could be tempted to say, hey, let me go ahead and jump into the current Superman run. And if you want to do that, that's fine. I will say this, after watching the movie, I still wouldn't recommend the current run, just because there's a lot that you have to read to really understand what it is. But yeah, these 3 I think are fantastic. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed this. If you get the books, let me know that you got them and what you think of them after you read them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all hopefully in the next video. Adios.